Hi, Catherine. I've been spending a lot of time um, kind of giving suggestions and talking about how our classroom, our curriculum work is directly tied to expectations in a professional work setting. So, in other words, how does this assignment correlate to a professional methodology, a professional workflow? And I've got this highlighted right here, this first sentence. It says that what you actually came up with was nothing like what I had planned. And that's not necessarily, and you know this, Catherine, by now. I mean, I don't mean to sound discouraging here. I really want to be as honest as I can. This is not the best place to be in because typically when you have your plan, your conceptual development, typically you'll run that by, like you did with us, right? You ran by your slogan, you ran by your concept sketches, etc. So to be in a situation where you don't think that what you have is closely tied with what you had planned, that could cause some problems in a professional setting because by this point, by the time you start working on the actual design, you will have already showed your plans to a creative director, an art director, or even a client. That said, once you show your work, you want to try to adhere as closely to possible as possible to it. Now, I know this is an educational setting, so we're of course going to straight. This is going to happen, but I just kind of want to make these relevant correlations between where we're at and what we are developing in the learning process as it relates to a professional work setting. Okay, so it's not a big deal in an educational setting, but just think about the relevance of my comments. Okay, I'm still happy with the drafts. Um, just the same images. Yes, we're talking about unity and harmony here, so that's excellent. Good job. Good job using industry-specific terminology there. Chosen image of the Utah landscape. It's super orange, right? Okay, that works well. They had a good resolution. I was trying to find some desolate wasteland photos I could use, but didn't find any. I still wanted to address this. Welcome, so come again soon type. We'll talk about that. Liquify tool for the type. I'll talk about that. I'll try to probably use. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and jump over. So here's what we have. Okay, so let's start with the poster. All right, so the poster, I think what I'm seeing here. Actually, let's not. Let's start with the billboard. So the billboard. Here's what we have. I think this is the billboard, right? So we have the billboard, and what we have here is this. I'm going to reduce that a little bit. Is this? We have trowel. Now it's Tralmafador, right? I think that's what we had. Tra, Tralfamador. Tralfamador. Okay, Tralfamador. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I was reading. Tralfamador. Okay, this is really difficult to read right here. What I would highly recommend here is to increase the kerning right there between the A and the M, and I'm not real sure, is that the M in this typeface? If it is, we got to get some space there because right now this is really difficult to read. Um, M Tralfamdor, but this is Tralfamador. So this has got an A in it, Tralfamadore, where this is Tralfamdore. So this one is Tralfamdor. So I think we have a Tralfamador and this is Tralfamdor. So FAM. Yeah, this is tough. I'm not getting this. Either there's a typo here or a typo here, but can you see the confusion there? I'm not sure. I think it's a cool typeface. I think it points to the futuristic um, posture, but it's just really difficult to read. So we got to really think about that. Let me know your thoughts on that. Maybe we could probably try to find something similar, but maybe a little bit easier to read, or either that or customize this in Illustrator, get it easier to read. Okay, this isn't working. This type isn't working. Welcome, come again soon. I would recommend that you use a traditional layout setup for this. We take a look. Here's a traditional layout setup I'm talking about. So here's a headline. Here's the tagline. There's a little informational paragraph, logo, and then contact information. So what I would recommend here is doing the same thing. You have the location, then the tagline, a little paragraph of body copy describing, then maybe create a logo, and then also give some of the contact information associated with the travel poster. Okay, now we move over to, I'm sorry, the billboard. We move over to the poster, and now you have basically the same comments. So we just really need to assemble this so it looks like a travel poster. So in other words, so let's go ahead and you've got the headline. I wouldn't double up on that. It's already difficult enough to read. So you have the headline and the subhead. I would place the headline more prominent so that we have good typographic hierarchy. Headline, subhead, then your informational paragraph of body copy, which I do not recommend center aligning. I would left align that right. And make sure it's legible. Right now it's not legible through this area here. And then include, so what you want in your work, you want your headline, your slogan, and then a short informational paragraph, and then also the contact information. And if you can create a logo, that would be fantastic. Something simple, right? But and then we jump to the banner, and the banner is formatted incorrectly. As we jump over here, and the same comments with the banner, you want to add the contact information as well as a small little bit of informational, a small informational paragraph. What the banner, as we see right here, okay, banner is 600 by 160, okay? And that is required to be in portrait orientation. So that has to remain 600 by 160. You can't go 160 by 600. It's got to be in landscape format. Okay, so great start. Really good. It's got a really good look to it, so that's fantastic. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. But let's go ahead and see if we can work on those recommendations. I think we're pointing in the right direction, but a few little things need to be cleaned up here and there, and I think we're looking good. All right, fantastic. Thank you very much.